and then you'll see how the rest look. So I'm just going to copy and paste because most of these are pretty similar. So it will be 2, 3, and here we go. So now this is going to actually be at the 25% plus the 0.025, so we're going to go 275. And then this will be 50% plus the buffer, so 52.5. Yes. The height will stay the same because they're still on the first level. Width is the same, height's the same. We'll do this again. And this will be 4, 5, and 6. And again, I'm going to clean it up so that everything aligns with each other. These will all stay the same, and the height needs to be changed. So we did the height of 0.1 over here, so this is just going to be 0.3. And you'll do that so on and so forth. So I might just get my nice little block of code here, and you can finish on that. So there you go. You'll notice 0 starts at the place that would have started at had there been a number before it. So next thing we're going to want to do is set the text for each one. So again, we're going to go start with num1, set, and you set the title for these ones. So you'll set title, and the control state is UI control state normal. So the position that it's typically in. It's pretty self-explanatory. Just keep doing that each time, and you'll get something like this. There you go. So numbers 1 through 0 through 9, and all that good stuff. Lastly, you're going to want to add everything to the view. So you go self.view, add subview, and start with number 1 again, and do all that. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Feel free to run this, at any time to see the progress you're making. After this, you'll have a good amount of items on there to show you a kind of a difference between everything. You can change the background. That way you know what components have been added and where at. It should give you an outline of the frame. So if you just go up here and did, not that one, this one, go self dot set background. Actually, not like that. Self dot view set background color, and then set it at whatever color you want. I'm just going to do gray color. You'll also want to create it so you can to go self create, and you'll want to do all these as well if you're attempting to run it right now. Self create numpad and self create action buttons. So there you go. That's everything view-wise apart from the action. So let's do that next. Start off with the add. So add equals UI button with type UI button type custom, and do that for every single one. Don't really have a lot of time to be doing these, so we're just going to grab some code. There you go. Each of them will be like that. Next thing you're going to want to do is the frames. So multiply that one. Set the frame CG rect make, and these will correspond with the numbers. So they're all going to be the same distance away. So it's going to be size dot width times 0.775. This is going to be related to size. It doesn't like something. Size dot height times 0.20. And we're going to does not like something here. Oh, obviously I didn't put this in here. So there you go. The width is going to be the same as all the other ones, just 0.2, and the height is going to be the same as well. So size dot height times 0.1. Again, doing all the same for that. So those will each be changed by a level. Seem to have lost my pointer. Okay, so you'll get that. Then you'll want to set the text for each of them. Multiply set title. For multiply, we're going to do little x, UI control, state normal. And again, do all that, and what you're going to get is that. So there you go. Then you'll want to add them to the view. So self.view and subview. And again, there you go. Next thing we're going to want to do is the equals button and the clears button. So same way, you do everything else with the custom button, set the frame and all that, to make things go a bit quicker. Everything's going to be done the same thing except changing the frames and the text. So there you go. At this point you should be able to build it, but not really, because there's some type of spelling error or because of that. There you go. So you can run it now and you'll get the what mine looks like that. Nothing works yet. won't do anything, but that's what it looks like. Alright, so now we're going to want to add some more into it with the action. So we're going to have IV action. Put that in the right spot. IV action. And it'll do it for you. So this is going to be number, button, pressed. There you go. And in here, we're just going to get the button that is being pressed. So selected button, and that's equal to UI button. We're going to cast it right here, and that is sender. After that, we can just we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go back into the header file and create a couple of variables to store some of these values that we're going to want to hold on to. And so we're going to have right here, we're going to have ns mutable string, and this is going to be the input. So all the numbers that you press are going to be stored into here for each given number. And we'll also want to store the operation. So ns string, and this will be operation. And lastly, we'll want to store the last number that they put in here so that you can add it to the new number. So back into here, we'll go and instantiate all those. So real quick, you get output. You don't have to synthesize variables like this if they're in there. Output equals ns mutable. Nice spell right, that'd be nice. Mutable string. Allocate that and init. Secondly, we have operation, and we'll just do operations later on, and we don't have to do numbers. So that's it for that right there. Don't know why it's being like that. Output, did I call it output? I called it input. Make sure to do things right. Input. So, back to this. Input equals, not equals, append. Append string, selected, dot, text, title, title, label, dot, text. And that will grab the text off the button. That way you don't have to do some huge switch statement or a bunch of ifs. And then after that, we just want to set the text of the output. So we'll go my output set text to input, and that's it for the number button pressed action. Next, we'll want to do the operations. So IV action. That, and we'll call this operation, spelled right, button pressed, and this will just keep the operation and then start a new number. So what we're going to want to do here is the same thing as before, where we get the selected button, and then what we're going to want to do is get the operation set